Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup.
I said we're green. We're green.
He'll bring it out. It's good. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The Hokies offense will go to work first. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Here's Carr to throw. Snagged out of the air. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out. Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. This time he wants to throw. heat. He's on the move.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down coming up. Running to the left. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Heath.
No.
He's getting ahead of, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Walton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. Looking for space. It's Mobley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Carr. He's taking the shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Right down the middle. He's open on the right. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease to the left. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires left. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
They punted away on 4th down.
No.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. And the Hokies will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. Carr makes the grab. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the run, it's Hawkins. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Now on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. He'll try it again. They knock him down right there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Hawkins. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done.
No, you okay?
Good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Here's Carr to throw. With the catch, it's Walton. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down.
Who?
To the air, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Graham. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Mobley. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Throwing, Carr. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Heath. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You can just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Pollock.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Gets the back moving. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Hokies are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The screen, he can go. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return. The 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense putting points on the board. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Virginia Tech sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. We've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Taking it the other way. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and man, are they set up. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Play action, C.J. Carr. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Now on second and goal. Trying to punch it in. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. The brain trusts getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now, they are playing with tons of confidence.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Virginia Tech sideline, guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling sore this week. He did not miss any practice, but I will keep you posted as this game goes along. He's going to have to fight through some things here today, and I'll let you know how it's looking down here on the field. Back to you.
Ollie, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Took it all the way back to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Virginia Tech sideline, one thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Ollie, we'll see how they react. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Throws for the tight end. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Carr throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick.
Touchdown, Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
A little shaky there at the beginning.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Hawkins. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the number 4 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Huskers looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Let's now take a look at top 25 action. Now back to your game in South Bend. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Checking in with the Hokies head coach at the half. This is the moment his defense has to get organized. They have been a little problematic here in this first half, giving up too many points. And now, with the opponents getting the ball to start the second half, they do not want that momentum and a positive offensive output right here to change this game. He said our defense has to make a statement and make a stand, and it starts right now. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Hands it off. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got the quick pass. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. To the air. It's Carr. Here's the pressure. Trying to get away. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physical.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Rush is on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down.
It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Throwing, Carr. With the catch, it's Gilbert. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Mobley. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Along the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Under fire. Complete to the left. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. 1st down here for the offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Funky back. This is sick.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.
Matter.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the... catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, gosh.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Baker. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking for space, it's Walton. Turning it on! Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Man, this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Got it. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gilbert. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Irish come to the line facing second and short.
It's Coach Chad.
The give, it's Mobley. And he has
Couple
had
good
a
players.
long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, he's got some space. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Oh, they're after him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Hokies have moved it inside the 20. Pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me 4th down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Works the middle of the field. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. We'll send the tight end in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Penalties like that will just drive you nuts and ruin drives. Here comes 2nd and 14. They'll ride Davis here. Finding some room. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0. Jesse, do we have a contender on our hands?
I know it's early, Reese, but this looks like a team right now that could be in that college football playoff discussion come year's end. They've got the playmakers. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. They've overcome some tests early, David. I know it's a long season, but they at least look like they're for real.
They definitely look the part. They look like they're for real, but you know what happens throughout a season. You lose momentum, and injury happens, so they're definitely one of those teams we're going to continue to talk about, but it's still early. It's week 3.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.
Lucky. You're lucky. I ended up being open that drag. I was thinking there's no pressure. Right to me. can't see the touchdown. It's 8. Oh, wow. Scummy got beat. That's huge. Only a few more games left.